News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is also brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 775-751-0349. News 46 is also brought to you by Team Ford Lincoln, the #1 new volume Ford sales leader in Nevada for 5 years running. Team Ford Lincoln, US 95 and Ann Road. TeamFord.com.
Tonight on News 46, one man is airlifted from Front Sight.
A documentary asks questions about the 9/11 investigation.
And concert goers enjoy the High Desert Corral at the Nugget. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Glenn Evers and Monique Mitchell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, March 28th, 2013. I'm Glenn Evers.
And I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46.
Well, an accidental shooting occurred this morning at Front Sight Firearms Training Institute.
Mercier landed on scene at Front Sight's Firearms Training Institute, located off the Tacopa Highway this morning, for one man who apparently shot himself in the leg. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were dispatched, as well as Nye County Sheriff's deputies, to the location. Upon arrival, paramedics asked that Mercier land on scene because the man had shot through and through his leg and also struck an artery. He was transported to UMC Trauma Center. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
And architect Richard Gage will be speaking this Saturday night at the Nye County Republican Central Committee office.
Richard Gage has had many interviews done with him, including a PBS documentary special regarding the events that occurred on September 11th. We're going to speak to him about his appearance here in Pahrump.
We do have 1,800 architects and engineers now calling for a new investigation of what happened at the World Trade Center. 3 skyscrapers went down. Most people only know about 2 of them. We'll be discussing the evidence, scientific, forensic evidence for the explosive destruction of all 3 of these buildings.
You're going to be speaking at the Nye County Republican Central Committee this Saturday, I believe 7 p.m. At their location at 3370 South Highway 160, in great detail of what you're talking about here in your documentary.
Yeah, we go into a whole lot of detail. In fact, the DVD documentary that we do have has 43 technical experts, high-rise architects, structural engineers, metallurgists, physicists, fire protection engineers, etc., all going into great detail. We'll be showing most all of that evidence Saturday night. I'm very excited to present that evidence on behalf of them.
Can people buy your DVD or find out more information on the web about you?
Sure. Our website is ae911truth.org. That's ae911truth.org.
You're also speaking at the Nye County Republican Central Committee, but they're asking a $10 donation, if possible, to come down there and hear you speak.
Yeah, nobody will be turned away. Anybody who comes will be able to see this incredible evidence and this story that is clearly the story of the century. After all, if these buildings were brought down by controlled demolition, then we're not talking about Al-Qaeda getting into these highly secure buildings to set this off. This is obviously some sort of an inside operation. We don't know how high it goes, how wide it is. We've just got to have a real investigation so the American people can become aware of the facts and take matters into their own hands.
For more information on Richard Gage, you can go to ae911truth.org. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
The Nevada Assembly took the unprecedented step this morning of expelling troubled legislator Stephen Brooks. A select committee had voted 6-1 on Tuesday in favor of expulsion. The Assembly said the truth is we did not feel safe with Brooks in this building. Since January, Brooks has been arrested twice and hospitalized for a mental evaluation. He's also been put on leave from the legislature because of public incidents and was fired from his job as Parks and Recreation Analysis for the city of Las Vegas.
Do you want to enjoy the benefits of early retirement? This morning, Deanna O'Donnell spoke to author John Nagel about his new how-to book.
The title of the book is Don't Let the System Tell You When to Retire.
What does that mean exactly?
Well, it's exactly what it says. It's about the system not dictating when you retire, about you being an active participant in when you retire.
Generally, people retire at 65 years old, right?
Yes, exactly. One of the things that inspired me to write this book is we have a lot of pension reform going on in the nation. I was actually in a pension program that suddenly they changed the rules midstream. It was like 18 plus years of service, and then all of a sudden, you know, I have to work a few extra years, they told me. I didn't think that was quite fair. So I think this is a great opportunity, there's a great timing to release this book so that people can take an active part of their retirement and not rely solely on a system that may or may not be there for them.
You ended up retiring early, right?
That's correct, in my 40s.
So how did you do that? It's all in the book?
Yes, the book is my comprehensive plan of how to build a diversified, conservative portfolio that will give you life choices, whether you wish to retire in your 40s, whether you wish to work part-time at a certain age, whether you wish to maybe take a few years off or just build wealth. This book has the information for you to do that. And I'd like to stress that this is not theory. This is a true story. This is what I did, and I wasn't born into wealth. And you know, it just takes a little dedication, and if I did it, I'm sure a lot of other folks can do it.
A lot of people lost all their retirement when the economy collapsed. Is this going to help them?
Indeed. In fact, there is a section in my book specifically just about that. In that period of time, my strategies that I devised over decades, I gained. I did not lose. I didn't lose any principal. My amount went up. So this book is really a book that has weathered the storms. It's been through different economical cycles, different interest rate environments, different political administrations, and it's done well in all sorts of things.
So how can people get your book?
Well, they can get it on Amazon.com, just like you buy any other book, and it's also available on CreateSpace.com. Or if you want, you can email me and I can help you out. John C. Nagel, with no H, John Jon, at yahoo.com. And also, if you have the book, consequently too, there's another email address in there if you want to write me for support, if you have questions about the book. I also wanted to mention there's a book signing, if I may, on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, on Sunday at 11 a.m. at the 160 Coffee House, which is right across from the Saddle West Hotel on the same side of the street. And
People can pick up the book there too as well?
absolutely, yeah. And stop by, and I'll be signing books, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that might come up.
And that's once again May 5th at what time?
11 a.m.
As we head into our first break, let's join Mr. Movie Phone.
I'm Mr. Movie Phone, cyborgs, aliens, and Kim Kardashian. I'll tell you who's what with my weekend movie preview next.
Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.